Hello everyone and welcome to Mentoring with Geraldine and the Bite-Sized YouTube channel. I hope you're enjoying my YouTube channel. If you'd like me to talk about anything in particular, then please let me know. And if you've got any comments, pop them in below. I look forward to seeing you soon. Hello everyone, welcome to Mentoring with Geraldine and the Bite-Sized podcast. So I was out on my walk this morning and I was listening to a podcast, as you do. And in this podcast, the person that was being interviewed had undertaken a TED Talk. And then I'm standing at the lights, waiting for the lights. It's a very busy road and I can't hear properly because it's a very busy, 3 lanes either side sort of road, lots of trucks and things going past. So I can't hear very well. And the interviewer sort of said, somebody died, blah, 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 TED Talk, blah, 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 couldn't understand. But then I had to process those sounds, don't you? You hear these sounds and you've got to process them and go, well, what was being said? And to me, it was, what would be your TED Talk? And I thought, wow, that's a really great question to ask my audience. What would your TED Talk be about? Now, obviously the interviewer wasn't saying that because they were interviewing somebody they knew and they knew their TED Talk. So they clearly were not asking them what their TED Talk was about, but I couldn't understand it and I had to replace those words. So, but what would your TED Talk be about? What would you stand on stage for 20 minutes on that, red circular rug and talk about? What is it, what is it within you that is unique, your unique view and your stance, your unique stance on something? Do you have one? Is it the thing that you would stand on that stage? Would it be a world view? Would it be that really big picture view? Or would it be something smaller, much smaller, like the shallow utopia, the perfect 24 hours? Would it be something small or would it be something large were you to have a TED Talk? Because when we think about that TED Talk, it's, what is your promise in relation to what you're talking about? What is it and how is it that you're different to the other person offering the same thing? And then when we nut this down and we discuss it, that's of course a lot to do with your branding. How do people see you? What is it that you're putting out to the world? Now, I'm sure many of you know that I don't work, I'm a complementary therapist. Yes, I'm a natural therapist, but I don't work with people who are undergoing cancer treatment. Now, I'm not judging those people. Good on them. If I had cancer, I would do everything, like everything. I'd be seeing a naturopath. I would have everything medical. I would do everything. Okay. So there's no judgment. The reason I don't do it is because there's a lot of study to do around all the medications that they're on and the drugs that they're taking and the contraindications. So I worked in oncology as a nurse in one of my jobs, and there's a lot there. There's a lot to unpack with these people. So I chose right at the beginning that I wouldn't work with people, going through oncology and cancer processes, simply because I feel that people who do that should really stick with one thing. You shouldn't be doing lots of things because there is so much to learn about what's going on, and I think you need to be very good at it. So I made that decision early on. Now, when I think about my branding in relation to that, what you will never see in any of my branding is the very typical, well-known, if you think about a woman who has cancer, she's wearing a turban, isn't she? That's like, breast cancer awareness. It's a woman wearing a turban. All cancer comes down to a woman wearing a turban in photographs. Okay, because that's branding. So we have to align with what we see. So so you will never see in any of my advertising a woman wearing a turban, because I don't want those people coming into my business. I haven't studied it enough. I will refer them on. This is intensive work. They need real support from people who are totally into this area, not from me, has a number of friends suffering from different cancers and who has supported them with the support of cancer specialist naturopaths, not me. So I'm not judging anyone. I'm not judging anything. I'm just saying, look at my branding and you won't see those people in my branding. Hopefully what you will see in my branding is a variation of people, not lots of different ages, preferably you'll be seeing young children and sort of 40 plus in the pictures. Hopefully you'll be seeing all colours, shapes, sizes, disability, without a disability, all of those sorts of things in the pictures as well. With those pictures, in a podcast I talked about recently, I said, what are you doing last September? Because last September you can reuse those pictures. So maybe you look at last September and all the pictures happen to be of a young 20-year-old and you think, oh, okay, that's not what I need here. I'm currently doing a hormonal course for people through menopause. So obviously I'm not going to reproduce pictures of 20-year-olds, but I might change all those pictures to 40-year-olds across the spectrum, all looking different, okay? Because that is our brand, that is what we're offering, and we want people to be able to see themselves in our branding. So back to the TED Talk. What is it that we are showing to people visually? So not just verbally standing on that stage, but what are we offering to people they won't have 20 minutes when they're going through social media. You get like 0.3 seconds or something as they scroll through their Instagram feed or whatever it is. It's such a tiny amount of time touching on you. We have to catch their attention as you would with the TED Talk. They have to see themselves, right? And so when we're sharing our unique message, when we're sharing our unique view and our unique stance on different things, we have to make sure that we're catching the right people, that those people align with our values and those people align with us. So we can call it a TED Talk or we can call it our branding, because we have to really think, what is my promise and how am I different? What is it I'm offering to people in the time that they have that they're looking at me? So when you're looking at me, hopefully you're seeing a naturopath, nutritionist, herbalist that, you're going, that's how I want to work. I want to be able to see, 15 clients a week from my own space, have time to myself, have people doing the things for me that I don't like doing, like my accounts and posting to social media. I only have to write the content. Hopefully you're looking at me and seeing your future. Or you might be looking at me and seeing part of you, or listening to me and seeing part of you going, yeah, I'm at a point she's at too. She's been in business 17 years. I've been in business, 17 years. She seems to have it sorted because she's now taken that next step, that she's stepped up onto that stage and gone, I need these other people to help me, and I can help other people now that I have people helping me. I can have people, I have a 90-day program, which I absolutely love. You're not meant to, it's all about being in groups and all the rest of it. But my 90-day program, I'm one-on-one with someone and they get 7 hours of me. And we get through so much stuff. We redo website, today on a call, we looked at the way she does her follow-ups, at the system she has in place. So for repeat follow-ups, she's got people, she's trained in a particular system and those people have finished that thing, but they're still there. They're still her clients. I'm like, well, have you followed up with them? No. Right. How are we going to follow up with them? This is what we can offer them. That's what we can offer them. How are we going to do that? What system are we going to use? Yes, my VA can help port all of your clients from this one, from MailChimp over to MailerLite or to Flowdesk, whichever you prefer. She can do that for you. She could do it into ActiveCampaign if you want. You can borrow her and pay her, and she will do that for you. So there's all of these things that, in a 90-day program, I can really help people and I can help them achieve what they want to achieve. I try to get them to get onto that stage with me so that they've got their brand, their personality, their work very clear to the masses so that they get those people coming in to see them. Or they decide, I've had a lot of people on my 90-day program who've come to me and and they say, I'm successful, I'm doing really well, I have clients all the time, I just need to change, and this is what I want to do. This is my idea. Will you help me with that idea? Like, yeah, totally. It's an amazing idea. You want to create products. You want to sell products. Let's get on and do these things. So, different people want different things, and by working with them one-to-one, we achieve those aims. We really make sure that things are aligned and working. There's homework every time, for example. With my clients, I don't have a 90-day program. I have a package. So do you have a package with your clients? How do you see your clients? How do they see you? If they were to look onto that TED Talk stage, would they see you because you've managed to share who you are and your story? Because it's all about the story, remember? A TED Talk is a story. So have you managed to share your story, not in 20 minutes, in 5 minutes or 2 minutes, whatever it is, an elevator pitch all the way through to the story. All this stuff is in the Academy, How to Write a Story. But have you managed to write that story so you have that mini TED Talk that you can share with clients, family, friends, so that people know who you are, so people can align with you, so they can come and see you? That was my morning's walk in a nutshell. So I hope that I'm leaving you with something to really think about. Sit down, make some notes, think, what is my story? What will light up other people? What will they see when they read it, hear it, look at it? Will they align with me? Will they come and see me more? Will they realize that this is who I am and what I do and what I want from what I've written here? And that's it for today. And you know the deal. If you stayed all the way to the end, I'd like a 5-star review, please. I'd love one, actually, if you haven't already done one. And I look forward to catching up with you on the very next podcast. I'll see you soon. Ta. Thanks so much for joining me today. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe.